What is up, guys? We are back with another video in our series where we test out Slayer monsters for 3 hours to see how much money they make on an alt account. If you are unfamiliar with this series, we first created a Slayer alt account with the goal of reaching 77 Slayer for Brutal Black Dragons, and we achieved that in 5 episodes. If you have not watched those yet, check them out, they are in the description. We have now tested many Slayer monsters throughout RuneScape to see if they are worth making an alt account for, and also to see how much money they make. If you are also interested in seeing the monsters we tested out, check them out, they are in the description. The way I choose which monster to test is based entirely off of what you guys vote for in my community tab. Last week we had the most votes we have ever had, almost reaching 300 votes, which is almost double our normal amount, so thank you for showing more support each week. You guys voted for Cave Horrors with Range, and that is what we're going to do today. We've already done Cave Horrors with Melee, and we got extremely lucky RNG in the last video and made over 1 mil GP an hour there, so hopefully that happens again. I'm curious to see if Range makes more money or averages more kills per hour, so I'm excited to test this out. We normally test the Slayer monsters on my alt account, but that account is currently becoming a Rune Dragon alt, so instead we will be using my main account. This will be the last video in this series, and we will be moving on to testing all of the monsters in RuneScape instead of just the Slayer monsters. You guys have continuously suggested that I test Rune Dragons or Demonic Gorillas, so we will likely start with one of those in the next video. I will continue to let you guys vote for monsters, so please start filling the comments with monsters you want to see tested right now so I can put them in the next poll. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Our channel has been growing a lot lately, and we're getting closer and closer to our 5K goal, so thank you for that. Before I show you the gear and how to get to the Cave Horrors, I will first tell you my account stats. We have 95 attack, 99 strength, 92 defense, 94 range, 85 magic, and 98 hit points. We also have 80 Slayer, and the Cave Horrors require 58 Slayer. Keep in mind, they do also require the completion of the Cabin Fever quest, so you cannot do them unless you complete that quest. The gear we will be using is the Armadillo Helmet, the Ava's Assembler, the Witchwood Icon because it will nullify the Cave Horrors special attack. We are also using Broad Bolts, the Armadillo Crossbow, the Armadillo Chestplate, the Twisted Buckler, the Armadillo Plate Skirt, Sparrow's Gloves, Pegasian Boots, and the Archer's Ring imbued. I'm using this more expensive range setup to see the max amount of money we can make, but you could easily swap these items out for Black D'hide, a Rune Crossbow, Snakeskin Boots, or even Void if you have it. In the inventory we have one Ranging Potion, a Bruma Torch because you do need a torch to enter the cave, and the Bruma Torch is an inextinguishable light source, a 1-dose Stamina Potion to run to the cave, mostly harmless teleports to get there, a Rune Pouch with Alching Runes for the alchable drops, and also 15 Monkfish to make our trips last longer. If you do have a seed box or an herb sack, definitely bring them with you. They will help make your trips last longer. Now I will show you guys how to get there. Alright, once you are ready, go ahead and use your mostly harmless teleport. This will teleport us right here. We now need to run to this dungeon sign in the bottom right area. If you do have level 60 agility, you can actually use this stepping stone agility shortcut. We will not be using it, just to show you guys how to run there. So you're going to run to the northwest. You're going to run around this area, and we're going to run through this gate opening. Continue to run through the jungle, and then we will run east. There will be some jungle horrors that will attack you, but don't worry about it. They won't damage you too much. Just continue to run through the forest. Drink your stamina potion so you don't run out of run energy, and then you're going to run to the southeast to the tunnel entrance. Continue to run. There is the dungeon sign, so we will run towards it. Go ahead and enter it. It'll give you a warning, so when you go, just go ahead and click the top option. Click yes, I am prepared. Yes, I am fully prepared. And then the spot that we will be using for the Cave Horrors, here's one of them, but the spot that we will be using is all the way in this northern area. And the reason for that is there's a lot more spawns. You can also shift click and tag them if you have Rune Light, and that is what I will do. It'll make it a lot easier to see them because we will be using it at an alt account on a smaller screen while we are training on my other account. So kind of tag the ones that are in the area, so then you kind of have a better chance of killing them faster. So now we will start the timer on a Rune Light, and we will stay here for 3 hours and kill them. And I will show you guys the loot after each hour, and I'll show you if we get any big drops, and I'll also show you if we bank. Just over a half hour in, and we have a full inventory, so I'm actually going to show you guys how I bank. Just use the Mosley Harmless teleport, and then run to the bank down there, and then bank, re-gear, and then run back. We're about 2 minutes over the hour, and so far we have made 184k. So we're not making a ton of money right now. So far, most of our money has been from the 1 Snapdragon seed. So hopefully we get some more of those seed drops. And hopefully we get a black mask drop soon, because that definitely pushes our money up per hour a ton. We are just reaching the end of the second hour. So far we have made 263k and 311 kills. The black mask drops in about 1 in 500, right around there I believe. Ooh, another Snapdragon drop. That's actually really clutch. That's going to move our money up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and drop one of these items. Which one should we drop? Let's drop that for now. I'll figure out which one's more expensive. But now we're at 320k, so we're actually making around just over, what is that, 160k? Is that right? 200? Yeah, 160k GP per hour, which is actually pretty low. We should be averaging at least 400k an hour. We have not got a black mask drop, but we should be getting one in the next hour based on the drop rate. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, go ahead and leave a like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing it now. We're getting closer and closer to 5k subs. I will be back after the final hour. We just got our last kill. We are just over the 3 hours. We will now go to the Grand Exchange, get all the items, and see how much money we made in 3 hours, and then I will kind of compare it to the Melee version and decide if I think it is worth making an alt or not for Cave Horrors with range. Now, time for the moment we have all been waiting for. How much money do you make at Cave Horrors when using range? We made around 450k GP in 3 hours at Cave Horrors. I'm a little disappointed. That is considerably lower than I expected and honestly pretty bad. This is one of the lowest amounts of money we have made in this series, and that means we only averaged around 150k GP an hour, which is terrible. In the Melee version of this, we made over a mil an hour, but we also got 3 black mask drops, and with the Melee version we killed 556 Cave Horrors, and with range we only managed to kill 463. If we would have gotten 1 black mask drop with range, we would have made 1.3 mil GP in the 3 hours instead, and that would have averaged 433k GP an hour. That is the normal amount of money you make at Cave Horrors, but the black mask drop rate is 1 in 512, so it makes sense that we did not get one. Either way, I'm glad I tried out the Cave Horrors with range, and overall it was pretty AFK and easy to do. I trained magic on my Rune Dragon alt by alking and didn't have to worry about my main dying at the Cave Horrors at all. I would recommend using Melee at the Cave Horrors if you're trying to make money, but range will do fine. You will average fewer kills per hour though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like. It really helps the channel, and also consider subscribing if you're new to the channel and want to see more of my content. Remember, we will no longer be testing out the Slayer monster alt. We will now start testing out all the monsters and even bosses in old school RuneScape. If you have any monsters you want to see how much money they make per hour, make sure to comment them below so I can put them on the next poll and test them out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.